So Fred, apart from Bream Creek, you've consulted since 1974 on planting vines in Tasmania, and you convinced us that the East Coast region doesn't stop at Orford. Why not?
Well, the East Coast region, as far as I'm concerned, and far as most of the maps and the geological maps is concerned, it actually goes down to where Marion Bay has the Narrows, and that's where the Dunalley Canal goes through. So in fact it goes right down to the end of the beach there, and then you're onto the peninsulas, starting with the foresty area and of course then the Tasman Peninsula.
So the sorts of indicators that make the East Coast the East Coast?
The East Coast is quite a different climate, and you find with the peninsulas that a lot of their weather comes around the south of Tasmania and then comes across Storm Bay. Now the East Coast, including Bream Creek area, Marion Bay area, we actually don't get very much of that weather. It comes across country, the same as it does for the East Coast. So we have very, very much the same sort of rainfall. In fact, a little bit lower rainfall than further up the coast, because we get a little bit less of the heavy easterlies that come, unfortunately this year, not frequently enough, because water is very scarce.
And that all makes for good grapes?
Absolutely, yes. You get the warmth off the ocean, and that's the other thing, is that the East Australian current runs down past us now, and it's one of the fastest warming ocean currents in the world, and as a result we get those beautiful warm breezes coming off the sea now, whereas 20 years ago they were cold sea breezes, but not anymore.
Fantastic. So the East Coast wines are just going to get better and better?
I believe so, and I think it's going to open a lot of opportunity for other varieties in selected parts of the East Coast. We can easily see Shiraz being planted very successfully, and in fact there are some good Shiraz on the East Coast already.
There are. Exciting times.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.